Welcome everybody to the next part of Destro. The
Not Destro.
that's stuck in my mind. Welcome back to the next part of the premiere of Seeds. Yes, that's right. I've got another show. Let's stick that into my mind.
Yeah, I was about to take over. Like, so last time on Destro.
All right. So yeah. What do you ask, Sky?
I basically say we have a feast waiting, and perhaps you'll be so kind as to tell us who you're with.
She laughs a little bit and looks at Leon, and she says, "Well, actually, I'm here on the same job as Leon. But
So you're from the same guild?
no, I'm just doing recruitment for Joker, actually. Looking to see how this guild grows and see if
I
they're
start
willing."
like swinging my arm every once in a while after a fly that's buzzing around.
Was that a fly or was that somebody else's mic? I can't.
That was a mic.
Okay. She says, "I was just here to see how the guild goes and see if we might be looking for more allying guilds. I have not decided yet." And Leon looks over and he's like, "Yeah, we both seem to be on the same goal, but by different guilds."
Yeah. I look at her, I'm like, sorry I didn't recognize your guild affiliation before. Now,
She says, "That's the point."
let's have a feast.
All right. So, where do you head for the feast?
I lead everyone into the banquet room.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh.
Oh god, they merged.
By the way, you can hold
sorry.
Alt as well to messes with my stuff, but you can hold Alt if you're not in the if you want to go in between squares. I tried to make sure most of these were in squares, so. All right. Do you have any conversations within the first couple minutes of sitting down, or?
So what are we eating?
Ignis joins you, by the way.
Yes. I wonder where she was during that scuffle. Anyways. I basically compliment everyone on their fighting. And tell Simon I was particularly impressed by the ground grabbing those fools.
Yeah. When you say you were impressed, Leon
you,
kind
sir.
of looks at. Sorry, but Leon kind of looks at Maul Ripper. Just gives a little glance.
There, you can see on my face I almost laugh, but try my hardest to keep composed.
All right. After a couple minutes, Kira comes in and serves everybody. And she leaves. So does anybody do anything over dinner? Say anything?
Just small talk, more or less.
No.
Yeah.
Leon looks over and says, "Well, I expected I actually need to step in to that, but you seem to have held your ground." somewhat impressed as he looks around the room.
I chuckle, look at him, and like, well, what do you expect from me? I've been in my share of bar brawls.
Yes, fighting along your side, I wasn't too worried about you, but new faces are always questionable. So he looks over to Sky, and Sky doesn't really say anything. She just continues eating.
Mm-hmm.
And Leon says, "So, would you be willing to be an ally in guild with Fang?"
Joker.
Joker's Sky. Leon is from Fang.
Oh, okay. I thought sorry.
Yeah, these are basically two agents from two separate guilds trying to get a ally, but Sky's more hesitant.
Yeah.
I look at him and like, well, of course, having more power and an extra vote when we take Alpha's place would be quite useful.
He gives a nice little chuckle and says, "Well, I still have to confer with the others in Fang and make sure any of the other aligned guilds aren't worried about another one in. But of course, you probably knew from the start. You have my vote."
I nod. So, now that we have formed, we're going to need to build up our reputation before we can take on Alpha. So I was wondering, do either of you have any jobs for a small guild like us?
Leon sits there and thinks and says, "Well, of course, new and upcoming guilds have to start with the smaller jobs." He reaches into his bag and pulls out a couple parchments, and that is not the window that I wanted to open. And he says, "By the way, did you discuss with Leon about what you were looking for at all?"
Yeah, we were talking about how, well, mostly it was me complaining about Alpha being horrible as escorts and that kind of stuff, and how Leon has taken over that, or his guild has taken over that,
Yeah.
in some respect.
Yeah.
And basically I tell him we're mostly going to hunt monsters and do escorts ourselves until we get a reputation to take over the rest of Alpha's contracts.
Yeah. Okay. He says, he's looking through and he says, "This one might actually interest you." He slides you over a piece of paper. And,
does Ma and Ark let it get to me, or do they intercept?
No.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'll slide it over.
Can Ma read?
Yeah. Yes, Mom can read.
I don't think that's even an option in 5e. I don't think there's even a possibility that a PC can't read. But I think I might have to
They
make
can
a
all
rule.
read their own language that they gain in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean that's what I mean. But I feel like if intelligence is at a certain point, I don't think you should be able to read. To be honest, if your base intelligence is too low, I'll have to think about that for future characters because I don't think any of our characters are that low of intelligence. But yeah,
Is there any penalties for having low stats? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, negative
No,
modifiers.
Yeah, negative mod, so
I think-
that's really it.
Con is like the only one that you get physically penalized for having low stats.
You know, Mega from Destro would like to disagree because a negative charisma has
some adverse
There's definitely
effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So what's it read?
it reads it's an escort mission. Essentially, it's assisting in traveling some merchants' goods between here and area.
How far is that?
It's a week travel on foot. Week long, approximately.
All right.
Forget the exact. Let's actually, everybody, let's go to the world map. So, you travel 1 hex per day. So, essentially, if you're going to from,
Give us a ping.
yeah, forgot I have to do that. So there's Soren. There's restart. So if you want to go to between Soren and area, which is over here, you'd have to make your way down to this small town down here, which I made a name for and I forget it. I'll have to look that up.
I'm guessing the Greens of Forest.
Yeah, the Greens of Forest. So the roads basically go in between here and there. So you'd have to travel to this city and over. Like if you're on foot on your own, you could go right straight to. But with escorting escorting the merchant, you'll follow the roads. And also, roads are generally fairly safe, but there's always the chance of things coming out from the side. And there's like scattered forest across here and everything. The green is basically just dense forest.
Has there been any rumors of bandits or people going missing?
Yes. Yeah, there's been some hearsay about some bandit guilds in the area. And even some hearsay about a dark guild within the general vicinity of Soren. So.
And how much does this job pay? Does it say on the notice?
It doesn't say, no.
Okay. So we'll have to negotiate about that.
Yeah.
I look over to the pretty boy and be like, yep, we're going to have to do some negotiation.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to your manor here.
Ooh, I zoomed out.
Oh, can we get another ping?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong thing. There you go. Alright. So yeah, he says, just a basic escort mission. I felt like it was good for you, knowing the route. You remember that the route that Alpha took was to take what you're looking for was between here and area.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I nod and say, yes, should be pretty, or well, productive.
So if you're willing to, it says on the notice to meet up just outside of the stables in tomorrow
I
morning.
look at the others and say, does this job sound good for us?
That's yeah.
Yeah, Simon will shrug.
I look
Whatever
at
you
Ma
think
and
is
I'm
best,
like, it's not fighting Alpha, but once we build up enough notoriety, or what's the other word for that? Reputation, we'll be able to challenge Alpha directly. Perhaps in a guild festival.
I understand.
All right.
So I look over at Leon and I'm like, sounds like we're all in agreement.
Okay. He pulls out ink and quill and writes on another piece of paper. Says, "It's your job now. Do well. You are under the name of Fang by just having that job. But I'll get back to you when you return. Unless I get information
chuckle
sooner."
and look at him and like, don't worry, I won't be burning any bridges that you're currently standing on.
Oh, you're lucky I can trust you as far as I can throw you.
I've seen your arms. You can't throw that far.
He laughs and he says, "Isn't that the point?" Yeah. And, yeah, he'll converse in some small talk, and, Sky's gonna stay generally quiet throughout the meal, and, her and Leon have a small conversation partway through. Do you want to try to listen in, or...?
Yes, of course.
Alright. It's gonna be
I'm on the other side of the table, which is...
And it's gonna be a little difficult because, other people are talking as well at the same time, so... Except for Ignis. Ignis doesn't talk at all.
Yeah.
Just making it clear to everybody else.
He's a
So-
mute.
You mean a perception check, Sendo?
If I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you
No.
don't hear anything. I'm having the opposite problem of you, Sendo. Nobody can perceive anything in my world.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody rolls 20s in Destro.
It's
Yeah.
annoying.
All
Wish
right.
I could be black.
All right. So the rest of the meal goes on uneventfully.
Ark asks for seconds if you have any. 'Cause I
Oh
can't
yeah,
box
somebody
anymore.
brought in a huge deer, so
Yeah. Yeah, if you ask for seconds, Kira will come in and ask, "Sir, would you like me to bring in the entire rest of it? The rest of it?"
I look at her and say, make sure you and Vitar have your portions.
Vitar has already left, sir, to the gravekeeper.
Ah, yes. Make sure you save a nice sized portion for Vitar.
She curtsies and says, "Yes, sir," and goes out, grabs the rest of it, brings it out, and some of it is cut, but the rest of it is still whole.
Mm-hmm.
And she steps out again. Anything else?
Just drinking, eating, chatting, joking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does Simon take part in much of the chatting, or?
Yeah. Although mostly he's also stuffing his face.
Okay.
He probably doesn't normally eat food this good. But he's also probably like talking with his mouth full and okay. So, sorry about that.
The food is not spectacular, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's not like something made from Chef Gordon Ramsay's.
But
Yeah.
it's probably leaps and bounds over what he got at the temple.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Better than sacrimony bread.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. After the meal, Leon will come up to you and say, "Is there anything else you need of me? Or shall I go back and talk to the guild?"
I look at him like, well, I could use a full plate mail made out of gold. A bank that's, or rather a vault that's so full of platinum I could literally dive in and swim around. A harem of women. And then I look at Sky and I'm like, oh, what?
She just gives you a
Of course not,
snarky
my
look.
I'm like, you've done lots for me, Leon.
I'll look into all those things he asked. And he's just like, I'm gonna go talk, see what the others say, and I'll get back to you. Probably see you when you get back.
Of course.
And he nods and leaves, and Sky actually comes up to you and says, "Well, seems like you already have a guild. Joker is willing to work along with you, but maybe not as upfront as you seem to like it."
I laugh, nod at her, and say, "Oh, no worries."
She says, "Just remember, Alpha is one of the strongest guilds in the city." So
For now.
she gives a little giggle and says, "Just warning you." And she leaves.
Okay. And after that, I probably clap my hands together and like, allow me to show you to your rooms. If everyone's done eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have beds for all the rooms, but
Some of them have bedrolls.
yeah, the ones that don't have beds have bedrolls. So here's the
No, I
upstairs.
was talking about the other people. They have bedrolls.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, there's the upstairs. Do you want me to move everybody upstairs, or?
Sure.
Yeah, everybody just leave your characters still. Whoever's left. And apparently Kira's coming with you. Whoops.
So before I start giving people rooms, where is Kira's and Vitara's room?
Vitar is here. Or no, Kira is here, and Vitar's got this room down here.
And
Say,
Ignis,
Law Ripper's like, this bed is nice.
that door is locked.
Ignis's room is up here. I actually need to make a bed for her. I forgot about her.
Poor Ignis.
So basically the right side is taken by...
Yeah, the right side is taken.
By the servants, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I guess I lead him to the left.
Okay.
Somebody's going to get lucky and have the big room.
I was going to say he would probably... Are you actually assigning us rooms? Because I was going to say Simon would probably look and probably choose to take this room.
Yeah, I'll let you guys choose.
All right.
We have 3 rooms over here that are fairly bare. And I kind of look away like
By the way,
we had issues with rodents.
I'm gonna make a couple altercations to this map, but this is a closet, and this is gonna be another small room.
Closet.
Yeah.
What's that door on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna.
Why do I have a room inside my room?
No, I'm gonna move. Here, let's just. Okay. It's just
room for my harem.
There's the whoop. Let's not do that. Control Z. The door is here, and there's no hole actually, but
yeah,
you get what I mean.
Just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
I give you all your own choice of 4 rooms.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take the smaller one, and he'll be like, "This is twice the size I had at the temple."
I just shake my head with pitiful, like, pitying eyes.